So a lot of times when people talk about UX, they usually talk about web interfaces or mobile app interfaces or something that's on screen. However, user experience can be applied to pretty much anything. We are all users and we interact with a lot of different things and people in our everyday life. So even my face is has a UX, right? One of the other things how we experience life and interact with things, obviously by driving, and there is a user experience almost everywhere, not just on your screen and your car and the navigation system. The road signs and markings on the pavement, that is a combination of different things that create a user experience for every driver. And so here in San Jose, we have this one intersection that has failed at it greatly. Every time I drive there, I'm surprised there is not a pile of cars and bodies on the pavement. It is really bad. So let me walk you through this as I will show you the dashcam video from me driving through that intersection earlier today and witnessing yet another near, very close accident, very close call. So as you can see here, there are 4 lanes in this street. It is a little tough to tell because there's also it's a one-way street and there are also 2 rows of cars just parked on the side, right? But it is 4 lanes on the street. And as you can see, we are approaching intersection here and waiting on the light. And the markings on the road have been taken off and new ones weren't put on, but some of those markings were still there. And so you can kind of claim that if you're a driver that the left 3 lanes are all turning. But then the sign, as you can see, says that the left lane is a turn lane, the second from the left is a turn lane, and you can go forward into the ramp. And obviously the last 2 lanes are kind of orphaned. Now, in reality, there are only 2 lanes entering the freeway ramp, and there are 4 lanes coming out of this street, and 3 of them are supposedly to go straight forward. Now, I'm assuming that they meant to have the very right lane to make the right turn, but there are absolutely no signs or markings whatsoever. So people, people don't really know what to do. A lot of times, even at first, I thought I was supposed to go straight forward, and I almost collided with a car trying to go also straight forward from the lane next to me. In this video, you can see that the person who was trying to make a left turn from the 3rd lane from the left almost hit the white Prius that was going straight. Now, the car that almost caused the accident was using the markings on the pavement. As you can see, there are a couple of them left that suggest that this is a turn lane as well. But the Prius driver was looking at the sign that said that the Prius can go straight forward. So as you can see, this is one of those things you kind of had to be there. I mean, I'm showing as much of the footage that I have here, and you can kind of see for yourself. But when you're there, it's even a bigger mess than you actually see on the video. So this is one of those situations where user experience is extremely important. It is literally a matter of life and death. Poorly marked intersections and roads and poorly designed signs can lead to major car accidents, especially intersection where sometimes people go full speed without knowing what else is coming at them. But in this case, as you can see, this collision could have been pretty bad as well, as because the Prius driver was gaining speed and could have just rammed that guy right into his driver's door. So I hope they fix it. I think this situation is not just isolated to this particular intersection. A lot of times when people have construction going on, the signs are messed up, the lanes are messed up, and a lot of times the whoever's overseeing the project does not necessarily do a good job of making sure that people can still navigate through the intersection. However, what really bothers me is that I'm sure there are police officers and probably members of our government, because this is downtown San Jose, who go through this intersection every day, and yet they haven't ran back to whichever traffic department they have, saying, "Oh my God, this is really bad. We better should fix it, or put up some additional signs." So this is very sad. I hope they fix it, and I hope people pay more attention, especially at intersections where there is a construction and the marking is not clear, just for the sakes of their own lives.